my goodness! Guys, I found new socks! What's up, nerds? Y'all like English? I read the dictionary once, but it was a long time ago. This is not relevant information anymore. How is everyone doing? I'm doing poorly. Thanks to Peter Santenello, by the way. You made a video recently about the poorest region in America, and right smack dab in the middle of your map where you've got, you know, all of your red counties. It's one that's kind of shaped like a wolf. Maybe you've heard. The point is, I crawled out of that dung hole. On a real note though, fantastic video. I haven't made it all the way through yet, but it's just really cool to see somebody shedding some amount of light on the plight of more rural areas, which there's a gnat. It was really wholesome to see because you did highlight a lot of the really cool things that go on down there, and I was really excited to see that somebody came in that didn't have something to say about the sexual exploits of family members. It was super cool to see you highlight a lot of the plight of these smaller towns and places that have been just kind of eroded over time by collapse. Coal's just not a big thing anymore, and it's what Kentucky is, I assume, most known for. That seems to be the case if you ask anyone in the eastern half. I don't know about the western half, it's kind of flat over there. Since this video is off the cuff, I'd like to highlight a few of my personal favorite words. Man, what a fantastic angle this is, right? It's just barely cutting off at the top because this tripod, despite how tall it is and how tall I'm not, I could fix it, but it's a whole thing, and like I'm gonna go back to, it doesn't matter. This is a grocery list. Right then, so, this is a brand new marker. It feels kind of nice. I don't know if you guys know this, but rural, it's a difficult word. The double R sound sucks. How many times have you heard somebody call rural? Rural, it's rural. Rural, 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 my marker! As defined by my trusty Merriam-Webster's Collegiate Dictionary 11th edition. Of or relating to, insert the because I can't write and I didn't feel like erasing it again, country, country people or life, or agriculture. Why did I define it? I don't know. Maybe you don't know what the word means. I happen to know what it means because this is the middle of nowhere that I came from. One may also conjugate this, I assume I'm using that word correctly. I'm going to pretend like I am, and you're going to have to accept it because this is my video. Rurality, of or pertaining to a rural nature, I assume. There's also rurally. What a fun adverb, huh? Rural is a difficult word even for the most well-spoken individuals to pronounce correctly. And if you do pronounce it correctly, this is not news to you. You probably, like me, didn't know that rurality is a proper conjugation of the word. Still don't know if I'm using that correctly. Even if you are someone who's well-spoken and can pronounce rural correctly, there's a good chance, like myself, I didn't know that rurality is a word. Rurally, not news to me. I've seen this word before. That's a stupid word. I don't believe I've ever met someone who uses it correctly, or at all for that matter. Because in what sentence are you realistically going to use the word rurally? It's an odd adverb, and there's just not enough people down here or things to merit talking about. Rurality, need I say more? Right, I don't know how many cat owners I'm going to have watching this video right now, but if you do have a cat, I mean maybe some dog owners as well, you are probably familiar with the mischief that the cats may get up to. By the way, look at this adorable little capybara plushie. He's a bit of an odd color. I've never seen a gray one, but he's cute nonetheless. We'll use him as a demonstration. God, you alright, buddy? Oh. Who put hardwood in this house anyway? So my basic point. Mischief. Is that big enough? I'll zoom it. Mischief is an easy one. We were all kids once. I, like many others, snuck into my mother's purse to steal her Percocets and her chains to have that divine vending machine gum for a quarter. But, my point. We've seen this word probably, if you like me were punished with writing dictionary definitions at some point in school, you may have come across this word because it's very apt for the punishment, is it not? Now say it with me. Mischievous, not mischievous. This is not a really bad playwright by Steven Seagal. Mischievous, mischievous, mischievous. Are you following me? Because I'm losing my mind right now. This is one of those words that I personally don't have a whole lot of investment with because I grew up in the middle of nowhere, bro. Life is full of mischief. We just called that normal. The rurality of Wolf County was a fucking nightmare. What a terrible place. I'm really just using this video as a vehicle to take a big fat dump on my hometown. Hey there. Welcome to my kitchen where it smells like old food because I haven't done the dishes yet. So, have you heard of a fun little word called draft? Not D-R-A-F-T. Not the one that you're aware of. Not the rough draft that you used to have to write in English class. No. I'm talking about the same, just different, right? I'm talking about draft. D-R-A-U-G-H-T. It's pronounced exactly the same as draft. It is literally just the British variety of the word. I don't know why it's been adopted into the American English Dictionary. Or maybe this isn't. I don't know. I don't even know who Merriam-Webster is. I haven't done my due diligence and researched it. It just says America's best-selling dictionary on the front. I just have to assume that it's an American publication. I will say one thing though. If you want to sound cool when you're writing, I would type it as D-R-A-U-G-H-T because honestly, it looks cooler on paper than draft because I read draft and the only thing I can think is the military. You know how many Vietnam vets were in my family? Like 2, but it's enough to make me terrified that the government's gonna come knocking one day and they're gonna be like, hey, you there, you fat gamer who likes to write stupid online. You gotta put this uniform on and we're gonna put you through boot camp. And I wanna be like, hey, so listen guys, I have a problem. I'm really sad. And then they'll hit me in the face because I'm a bitch. In the meantime though, I'll have this draft of anime Girl-Fi by Gamer Subs. I'm not sponsored or anything. I just really like this. This has been my permanent solution to caffeine. Mostly I just like the cups. But while we're in here and making fun of British people, in a sense, can we talk about the way that a lot of you pronounce the word sixth? Like, the number 6 with a TH? Sorry, not sorry, I guess, in a way. I'm not really making fun of you for pronouncing it wrong. I'm curious as to how does the dialect bring about sixth? What happened on the other side of the pond? Why is it that you're almost sickly when you try to pronounce sixth place? It's sixth. It's a weird combination of consonants to all throw together. I have the hiccups! I get it. It's a weird combination of consonants to throw together all at once. I failed, because you say 6. Where do you go from 6 to 6th? Sixth. The more I say it, the dumber it sounds. I'm sorry for bringing it up. But here's an idea. Let's make fun of everyone, right? We like doing that. We like causing people problems, being annoying, and loud, stupid, outright belligerent. That's too horrible. What the fuck? I'm derailing this video right now. So here, I've just found a new word. Fantastic. It's been a long time since I've read or looked at a dictionary for any real purpose other than to be snide. What is that? What is it? I really hope that's not backwards. If I have to reverse all this footage. Dude, I swear to God, if I have to flip all of this around, there's a smudge mark on my lens. Per my illustrious English Bible, whorl, not to be confused with whirl, not a whirl, a whorl. Does that make sense? Yeah, it doesn't to me either. I was gonna do a whole bit on Worcestershire sauce, but this is a different day. Whorl. Dangerously close to whore. I'm just gonna call it whore with an L. Drum-shaped section on the lower part of a spindle in spinning or weaving machinery, serving as a pulley for the tape drive that rotates the spindle. Or to make it completely simplified for you, I googled it. That thing. It's not centered at all. I'm not an artist. Who named this? It's just a circle with a hole in it. So anyway, because I'm already bored with this word, the alternative definition I think is number 3. Right, so one solid interruption later, I'm back to it with almost no momentum left in the recording because I'm very tired now. So, the only other reasonable and necessary definition of whorl is, I've already forgotten. The only other relevant and reasonable definition for whorl is something that swirls, coils, or spirals, or whose form suggests such movement. Which is just to say that this is another synonym for swirl, just spelled weird. Why does the English language do this? It doesn't even look right. This does not look like it's from English. We also have this wonderful new word right next to it, literally right under it in the dictionary. Nope. Can you even see that? Whortleberry. Whortleberry. Just means blueberry. My camera battery's about to die. Let's just go ahead and wrap this up because I'm losing my mind. I'm very tired. So happy everybody was here to see that happen. If you've made it this far, please, for the love of God, like this video. Make my brain do chemicals. I just want to see the funny numbers go up. I don't really care too much about it. My cat's bathing over there. There's nothing interesting to talk about anymore. I'm almost out of energy, but I've slammed a bunch of caffeine. Thanks. I love you. Goodbye. Don't you just love a nice, charismatic English teacher? Me too. So glad you decided to join us. Maybe someday I'll do something interesting and founded in something other than insanity.